Hey Gemini, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your weekly read for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So check out those signs to get a message that most resonates with you. We tend to resonate with our rising signs, so take what you will. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Gemini, feel that the rules are in the reverse, please reverse them. Take what applies and leave what doesn't. It is a general reading, not a private reading, so be aware that it may resonate, may not resonate. Thank you for anyone who's contributed in any way, donating, subscribing, commenting, liking, viewing, sharing, etc. It is greatly appreciated. I will be picking the 3 top signs with the most likes or views and giving you guys a bonus sign in the middle of the week or something like that. All right. Page of Pentacles. Okay, Page of Pentacles. In this deck, it's called Adventure. So somebody here could be offering you some kind of adventure, whether it's a trip here or money so that you can invest in, or kind of like if you had some kind of idea, you had a dream that you wanted to achieve, this is being financially supported by that. Others of you, it could just be really support, possibly from an Earth sign, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, who wants... or who sees the same, how do I explain? They see the potential, okay? So therefore they're supporting you. It doesn't have to be that they're supporting you financially, but it could be that they're supporting you. This could also be an offer here of a reconciliation, of a relationship, but something here that's tangible. Somebody could be giving you a gift as well. Okay, we'll take it like this. We got the Ace of Cups. So, like I said, this could be somebody here solidifying a relationship, putting a label on it. Now, regardless, labels really don't matter because a relationship is actually solidified once you are intimate. Okay, once you are intimate, that consummates the relationship. So if you guys were not boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife, whatever, partners, the fact that there was intimacy involved, there is a title now. There's spiritually a title. I can go into it. It's really a long talk, but there's a lot, actually a huge meaning behind intimacy. It's not just of the body, okay? Yes, the body needs it. Yes, the body wants it, but there is way more behind it that is not taught, okay? If only sex ed was actually taught properly. So with the Ace of Cups, though, this is going with the flow in this deck. And going with the flow with some kind of adventure. So for some of you, there was an offer that possibly you've made to somebody here and that person is accepting it, okay? It could be that this person is offering to you and you're like, you know what? This is something that I see potential with. We have, what is this? The Page of Cups. So it could be that somebody here has a crush on you. It could be a water sign, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, an earth sign. You might have these in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, maybe even Venus. But the Page of Cups is also somebody here who's very creative in their endeavors. So it could be that there's something here within them that sparks your interest, whether this person here is very intellectually advanced. This could be a person who's very creative, and this is something that you admire about them, right? The Page of Cups is somebody here who's admired. If you look at the Page of Pentacles in this deck, he looks like he or she, whatever this child, this new soul here, somebody ready for an adventure. It's the beginning of an adventure. They're very intrigued by this light. So somebody here is very much intrigued. It could be that you're intrigued by this person's understanding of your situations, of who you are, the way they express themselves, the way that you actually feel free with them. Because if you look at this, it almost looks like the bird sees all the other birds and they're like, hey, come on. And you're like, oh my goodness, I'm actually free. So it could be that you feel free and you're going with the flow because you've done some kind of healing, or they have done some kind of healing. And it allows for an expression of love to flow properly between two people. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. And in this deck, it's called Ordinariness. And this is really about focusing on your work, going about your everyday life, but also putting in the work that is necessary. So for some of you, you're dealing with a relationship here that kind of feels like home, and you don't have to put in so much effort. It's almost like, wow, I always had to chase people around, and this time around, I don't have to do this. Because this person actually, you know, it's not that they chase, yes, they could chase you, but it doesn't have to be. It's almost like I have this knowing and this feeling that this person is there. That I don't have to be the chaser. That I don't have to force them to love me. It's a really nice feeling. What is the Page of Pentacles here? We have the 9 of Wands. Okay, so for some of you, somebody here, whether it's you or this individual, they're a little bit, yes, and we have the Nine of Swords. They're a little bit in their head about either accepting this offer, or they're a little bit skeptical because they have their guard up, because they've been hurt. They don't want to be hurt again. This could be you, okay? But there's something about it that's so intriguing, that's so loving, that's so warm and kind-hearted. We have, yeah, the biggest heart of all, the Leos. I'm not saying that Geminis don't have a big heart. Maybe you have Leo in your chart. But this is courage, okay? It's courage, it's strength. It's really understanding that, you know what? I don't want to let this offer pass away. I don't want it to be a missed opportunity, because if I don't have courage within myself, if I just get stuck in this Nine of Swords moment and really closing myself off, I can't really take this opportunity. I can't go on this adventure, okay? What is the Ace of Cups? So this could be you. It could be you, that you're really in your head. You have a new opportunity here, kind of because you've been hurt, because doubting yourself, doubting a connection, doubting this person. Possibly they didn't even give you a reason to doubt them as of yet. You're just like, oh, unsure whether I should take it or not. We have the Justice, could be a Libra here, clarifying the Ace of Cups. So it seems like here there's balance. This person, and with the breakthrough coming about here, it's almost like, again, the sense of feeling free. This freedom. It could be that this person speaks to you, or their action says something to you that proves that they have love for you. That it proves that this connection is more than what you might think it was or is. Page of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. Lots of water energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So over here, Page of Cups, Queen of Cups. So this could be you, okay? You coming to the conclusion that, you know what, yes, I should be open to this new opportunity, this new love, this person here that they do really seem legit and genuine, and really advancing from the Page to the Queen of Cups. Again, this could go vice versa, from something becoming a crush to now something actually becoming real feeling, something I want to invest in, something that I can really be comfortable in. Comfortable in your own skin is what I'm getting here. Ready to receive love, because the Queen of Cups is a receiver. And we have, okay, so we have the Moon, the Six of Cups, and yes, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, so for some of you, you or somebody else, whoever is not putting in the effort, or whoever here who's very hesitant, it's because of the past. They have fears. There are either childhood traumas or past traumas with other lovers, things of this nature, past with the Six of Cups here. Okay, it could be that even just in their mind, in the mind, they're thinking a lot, because the Moon is about the mind. It's about the emotions here. And it's like the triggering thoughts are actually triggering the emotions. And ultimately, somebody here is not putting in action with the Four of Swords. They're postponing the relationship. So they're living in this gray area when they see that there is color here. So for somebody here, they need to be putting in the work within themselves to be healing from these past traumas and being open. Just take the leap of faith. Just be open. And you know what? It's not that, oh, I manifest my soulmate and everything is going to be cupcakes and rainbows. No. There's always going to be issues. And you know what? I'm not saying that this connection is actually going to end up working out in the long run. It could or it could not. The point here is that we need to be open to love. Okay? And yes, we need to accept that, yes, we can get hurt, but it's necessary. If it is required for us to get hurt, for us to learn something from it, because human beings, we're just very stubborn, and we just tend to really learn things when we suffer. It's so terrible to say, because the thing is, when it's something very nice, we don't see it as a lesson. We don't see it as something that needs to be worked on. It's almost like I gave this other sign the example of when you first start learning an instrument. The instrument is really cool, it's really shiny, or it's really nice looking, it sounds good, but the thing is, it's difficult at first. If you're learning to play the guitar, it starts to hurt your fingers, right? The playing the chords hurt your fingers. The strumming starts to hurt your fingers, and you're just like, ugh. And at some point you want to give up, right? But if you keep on, you keep practicing, you keep putting in the effort, because, well, ultimately it's this spark, this fire that's being, this desire, okay? This desire is what's driving you. ultimately, in the end, you master it. And then you don't have to stick with the same guitar. You could advance to a much more expensive guitar because now it's worth it, right? Now you're ready for it. So it could be that whoever is being brought into your life, yes, they're giving you a lot of love. Yes, there's a lot of emotions here. This person could be for the long run, okay? This person could be, they could have a connection with you that's very balanced, absolutely. But what I'm saying here is don't be afraid of feeling pain because of being open to love, because of showing your emotions, because it's only going to teach you something. Because if it hurts, it's triggering. It's your inner child. It's your intuition telling you, hey, take care of me. Pay attention to me, right? So, for example, if your intuition is telling you to pay attention to yourself, it's going to be projected on the outwards. Therefore, that person is not going to pay attention to you, because then that forces you, even though it hurts, and you're like, why don't you? It's not the other person. It's projecting outwards. So you ask yourself, why isn't Billy, example, why isn't Billy paying attention to me? Do I pay attention to Billy? Yeah, I pay attention to him. Oh, then maybe I don't pay attention enough to myself. And that gives you that aha moment that, okay, let me pay attention to myself. What do I need to focus on? Oh, I feel hurt. Okay. And it's almost like you taking care of yourself, you being the parent that you needed when you were younger. You might have fantastic parents, but, you know, we always have this, oh, I wish my parent was like this, right? So your inner child needs you. Now that you are a grown adult, you can take care of yourself. Take care of your inner child. You feel in pain, hold your own hand. Imagine yourself as a small child and you as a grown adult holding yourself, saying, it's okay, we're going to get through this. And you are going to get through this, because guess what? If there was no one else in the world and you were left here, you would take care of yourself. You wouldn't focus on somebody else. You wouldn't expect somebody else to do the work for you. You would be doing it for yourself. So keep on that mindset that I need to work on me. I need to love me. And when someone comes into the picture, because I have worked on myself, because I am healed, because I love me, I am able to be happy. Therefore, when you're in a happy environment, you feel comfortable, you feel safe, and other people feel safe and good around you, right? Vice versa. Gemini, let me take out an oracle card because I'm going to take too long if I don't. We have religious factors, calling in your soulmate. So this religious factor is what I'm getting really is things that were instilled within you in the past. It doesn't have to do anything with religion, but it's just either the way you grew up or what people told you. Like, for example, if you had a parent who was always like, who was very strict with you. Oh no, you can't go out. You can't wear that dress. It's too short. Or you can't do this. You can't do that. It's kind of like they're imposing on you their own fears. And therefore, you end up growing up and you enter into a relationship and possibly do the same to the other individual. Or if you don't do it to them, you do it to yourself. So you end up blocking yourself, and then you think that it's the other person's fault. Let me give a more concrete example. Let's see here. Okay. So let's say you grew up and your parent was always telling you, let's say you're a woman, you got to be very careful, because all boys or all men, all they want is sex. That's all they want to use you for. So be very careful, okay? Be very careful out there. Don't fall for it, etc., etc. You grow up, you have relationships, some end, some continue, blah, blah, blah. You know, it seems like it's all normal. But then you see a pattern. Then you see a pattern within the current relationship that you're in. And you're like, why do I have such a hard time being intimate with this individual? Question mark. Maybe because I think they're using me. Are they really using me? Or is it because it was imposed in me that all men want is sex? And that's something that you need to heal with, so that you can be open to actually being intimate. Doesn't only have to be in regards to sex. It could just be intimate with your thoughts, with your emotions, really trusting that the individual will treat you properly. And if this individual does not treat you properly, then kick them out the door. Say no. If you're not kicking them out the door, just have a heart-to-heart conversation with them and tell them, listen, I don't like this. And if you don't like it and that person respects you as a human being, they will take that into consideration, okay? And if they can't do anything about it and they say, you know what, I have a hard time expressing my emotions, for example, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, can you do this? Can you just express your emotions? Like, for example, if you love me, can you just say it once in a while? It makes me feel that I'm loved. And if they start with this, oh, but I do this and I do that, it should show already that I love you. They're already on the defense. They don't really care about what you just said. All they care about is that they need to stand with their own stance, and that's it. You know what I mean? So it's really about coming to an understanding of who really has your best interest in mind, and if you have your best interest in mind. If you have your best interest in mind, then you put up boundaries. You don't let people step all over you. So, for example, if you thought, here, I'm going to go back to if your parent was like, oh, all men want is your body, you might tend to be the type of person who, to attract somebody else, unconsciously, you use your body. Because I want to attract love. I want to attract the man in my life. So because of your childhood, all men want, and even though it was supposed to be something negative so you could be aware and careful, it ended up turning into something else. It ended up turning into a truth that is not a truth. Yes, men want sex, but it's not, they're not just, roaming around just searching. You get what I'm saying? Okay, I don't want to get too explicit. So then you turn into thinking, well, okay, so I'm going to present myself in this way. I'm going to present my body. But you're not trying to do it in a way that, that's all you're trying to show to them. It's because you do want love. But then they take it in a way that, oh, okay, so if you're presenting yourself like this, then I can use you. So then there becomes this clash where you are saying to them, this is not what I mean. This is not what I wanted. And they're confused because, but this is what you're showing me. When in reality, it's already living within us. The fact that you had a parent or a guardian or whatever, somebody who told you that all men want is sex. Therefore, the way you can attract love from a man is to present sex to them. You get what I'm saying? This is really difficult to, I don't know. If this is not, it's just an example. If you don't comprehend it, then that message part is not for you, I guess. But I think you do understand, Geminis, you guys are very smart. So, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have separation here. Okay, so there could have been some kind of time apart if this is a reconciliation. Separation is really, I'm getting the separate idea of what you think something should be, of what a relationship should be, of what a person should, of who you should be. Get to know yourself and be that person. Okay, so if you feel that you only attract men who just want you intimately, then there's a need to ask yourself, why am I attracting this? Oh, because of this. So you need to separate yourself from old ideas, old patterns, things that were instilled in you. Not religious factors, but it's just like, not morals. I don't know what the word is, but it's just imposing views because of fears from your parents. Your parent probably said that to you because they were afraid that you were going to come home pregnant, or they were afraid that you were just going to get hurt. They were afraid that something was going to happen to you because it happened to them. You get what I'm saying? They're only trying to protect you. But the way that they were trying to protect you actually ended up causing a trauma within you. And it wasn't their fault, so there's also a need to forgive, too. I forgive my parent because they didn't do it. They did it unconsciously. They did it because they were trying to protect me. They did it out of their own fears. Because guess what? I'm sure nobody goes to school and learns about how to actually be a human being. How to be a spiritual, like a true enlightened person. Nobody does that. So your parent is learning just as much as you're learning. So I'm going to leave it there, okay? If Gemini, you resonated with the reading, let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.